right, so, how many
Shoot 'em.
people here remember anything about what we did last?
I believe that you recall that I said I don't remember anything at
Yeah,
all.
I'm asking.
I
I'm
recall it all.
asking the room.
I recall everything
I remember.
I did as the
Okay.
hero of this
Everything
story.
you did, right.
I
Alright.
remember.
Well,
Wow.
I saved us really.
A total of 1.5 people. That's good.
I remember.
Oh,
2
I
point-
remember.
Can you see my hand
He
up?
fucked around
5
with the
people.
goat guy.
No.
Yeah, you
That's
fucked
not-
around
no.
with the goat guy.
Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to do a summary from the start. All right.
There you go.
Yeah. So, the band of heroes that we have here today all met in a
Heroes.
dreary camp, quote unquote heroes, in a dreary camp in southern Canduras. Knowing that evil had been spreading throughout the land and having their own reasons for being here, they opted to group up and head together to the town of Tristram to find the abode of Deckard Cain and redirect a portal that was meant to be there. On the way, they took out some of the demon lieutenants. I was going to say Blood Angel, that's something else. Blood Raven was unable to get away from them when she showed up to do some light skirmishing and
Isn't that-
wound up getting... Sorry?
Isn't that where you like open up the ribcage?
No, that's
Blood
where I
Angel?
blasted
That's
her.
Blood Eagle.
Okay.
It's a Norse thing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's... And isn't that like the lungs come up to your back and
Yeah,
like
you
they make
cut
wings?
along the back of the shoulder blades and you pull their lungs out and like stretch them behind them so they look like wings.
Cool.
It is a beautiful, huh? No, so Blood Raven got fucking blood slain. Got to Tristram, figured out what was happening there, managed to get rid of the curse that was hanging over the town, and open the portal. Or redirect the portal, rather. Oh,
Musica.
yeah, we're gonna pause that for the time being. Since it plays for everyone. Bro!
Sorry.
It tells me who touched it. No, However, you had a few other objectives that you've been briefed about. There was a town called Stoney Downs that was having some of its own problems, and the rogues believed that they would be able to support the efforts in securing the countryside if you went there and just asked, basically. In the asking, you have learnt that things are not quite as they seem, and more to the point, Artemis has gone off on a magical adventure with a Goatman that was found in a jail cell beneath the town.
A locked jail cell guarded by 2 guards.
Well,
That's
I
correct.
would say I'm the hero of this
And then
story.
and then they were killed.
Well,
Moral of the story: do not take a drunk old man with you on an adventure.
At the same time, Hector has been cluing in on the fact that the clergy in the town may not be entirely what they seem, and has raised some suspicions that I'm not sure if he's shared with everybody, but he's definitely shared with himself. But that
Self.
more or less...
Listen, I have noticed, self.
Hello! No. But that more or less brings us to where we are now. After some strange encounters on the road, the Beastmen agreed to support you, or rather,
little
you
bit
agreed to support the Beastmen. Sorry.
Of demon racism.
Yep. The Beastmen revealed that they were derived from men that were turned into beasts, and that they are incorrectly
Did they?
labeled as demons.
Did they?
They did.
yes, because I'm a hero. I solved the problem.
The
You
Beastmen
didn't
have
do anything yet.
announced...
I
The
freed the
Beastmen-
Beastman.
Yeah. The Goatmen, rather, have announced that they just want to be left alone. They want to have their own little land, so they want to be far away from here. But the Demon Queen and Dariel, who has been looming over the area and the cause of all the problems here, has been meddling with them, since they are a force that can be wielded, much like a club. So they have agreed to rebel. And in that act of rebellion, they want to help you, or you help them, take out this camp of demons, this fallen camp, as it were. Which, in theory, will mean that there is nothing left attacking the town. And then everyone will be happy, and everyone will live happily ever after, and there'll be no problems.
Theoretically.
Campaign over.
Pew, 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 pew. In the back of your mind, though, there is another objective. And that there was a noble estate to the north of here that you will need to go to in order to collect some information. There is a particular noble there who has been scouting on behalf of the rogues, but we'll get to that later. For now, though, in the immediate what's happened right now, old mate Castus with Melkeys 360 YY AWP no-scoped a fire arrow to the other side of the camp and blew up a crate of, or some crates of explosive materials, causing a large fire.
I think they were just fuel oil, right? Or like lamp oil and stuff like that. Plus, I
Lamp oil
definitely
and
doused a
alcohol.
bunch of their tents in fuel oil or lamp oil too.
Yeah, the tents are to the north. So this area is all ablaze. The demons have sort of been alerted that there is something here. They are on alert, and you heard the distant war cries of the Goatmen as they were moving into the camp. Initiative was rolled, and that's where we stopped. And it is where we will start now. Now, Ro, could you be so kind as to press the go button?
Fuck you.
Thank you, thank you. Alright. Diving straight in. I'll get the initiative tracker up. Let's see there, son. Which means actually it is Ro's turn. Ro,
very
you're
good.
up.
Shit, it's been a while.
Unpause the game.
The game's unpaused.
Well, I don't remember what we were doing.
I think the
Killing
last
anything
thing that
with orange
happened.
laying around it.
Yep, that's the
Yeah,
one.
I think I killed this guy right in front of us, and that's like where we ended.
Okay.
I think.
I'm gonna choose to believe you.
Yeah, because he's got a skull on him.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's
I
been...
think
I mean,
I
other
like
than
tried
that,
to.
I have no
I
reason
tried
not
to like cast magic and I missed, so I just attacked him instead with my javelin or something.
Oh, that is true, that is true.
Shit, how do we move my cat?
Hey, I found
Let's
my
use that.
notes from last time. We're looking for Countess Francia Alquan.
That's the one.
Right. Can I move up to there? Like, or is that
Sure.
barricade gonna get in my way?
Bad note taker. I don't have that at all.
Give me a athletics check.
I will rage as I'm approaching, so I will have advantage on that.
I'm getting
That's
my
totally fine.
Marish on and taking pages of notes.
How do I fucking set it so I have advantage? Oh my god. I don't remember a damn thing.
I think if you
You do
right
that
click
afterwards.
it.
If you just roll, it'll then show up in the chat, and then you can click advantage afterwards. So like, if you mouse over it where it says 11, like a plus and a minus should appear.
So I see
That'll
the
do.
map. I see the map, but I
23.
don't see anybody's characters or anything.
Uh oh.
Hmm.
Where are you? Is this you? Is this you?
I don't know. I don't know. I can't
Do you
see that.
Do you see my little mousity mouse mousing around?
Yes, but I see no.
So that's
character
not you.
portraits or anything.
Where are you?
I can't. No, I see the map, but I don't,
Okay.
everything
you
is
don't
grayed
see
out.
anybody. Got you.
That yes.
What's just happened to the actual...
I see
Oh,
everybody.
Lord. Okay. The update has broken the 3D dice and has just caused the game to fucking like crash.
Oh, okay. I mean, I was able to roll just
Yeah,
fine.
I see everything.
I can't see anything. It's free. It's all like frozen.
Oh, good.
Good.
Cool.
Sweet.
Perhaps time for a reload.
Yes. Let us just pause 1 second. I want to turn that off.
It's a good start.
Beep beep beep. What's the rolling add-on called?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's saying I don't own any tokens on this field.
Oh, there we go. Why?
Well, you're
is
dead
Mel-
now.
Hang on. How about now?
Now I see things.
Okay, for some reason the Melkeys token wasn't owned by you, so...
It's like real life. You never really own yourself.
Dice so nice, that's it. Alright. Goodbye, dice so nice.
Now I'm reloading.
Yeah, it's because I'm reloading it for everyone, because it turned that module off. Here we go. Should be good now. Let's do a check. Sweet.
Sometimes it takes a minute or two to reload. Here we go. Gonna have to redo all my stuff, but that's fine.
That being said, though, Ro, yeah, you fucking that barricade ain't stopping you. You're just gonna slam straight through him.
Hell yeah. Okay, so I get right up in there. I'm raging. Let me re-up my character.
Just for a refresher as well, each token is about 3 or 4 fallen, and the priests are their own individual sort of units.
Okay, so the top one is the Fallen,
Yep.
and the one to the right is the Priest.
Yes.
Alright, so first of all, I'm going to recklessly attack to give myself advantage on my attack roll. Everything will have an advantage on attacking me, however. I'm
That's
also
fine.
going to use Great Weapon Master to take a -5 to my attack, but a +10 to damage.
Sure.
And I am going to attack... So the Priest is the one on the right of me, right?
Yep.
Does he look particularly frail, or...
So he's got like ceremonial armor on. He's got a large staff and what looks like a sort of buckler, or sort of like bony shield that's kind of like grafted into his arm. Doesn't look. He's only about 4 or 5 foot high, so he's not particularly imposing, especially not as far as demons go. You've definitely got the height and weight advantage here. But he doesn't look like he's a complete pushover, unlike the little goblin-y gremlins that are cowering around him.
Okay, so the goblins are like the smaller creatures, and they're much more obviously like frail, yeah?
Yes, that's correct.
I'll target them with my first swing then. Let me have a look. I'm attacking with my Moon-Kissed Greater Axe.
Alright.
And let me have a look here. I just want to have a look at my features so I remember what rage is.
No worries.
Fuck. Sorry guys, give me
That's good.
All good.
It's the first session a bit, so I imagine it'll be a touch slower as we get back into swing of things.
I need to write better. My handwriting is abysmal.
Alright, so we're 4th level, so I get +2 damage on my attacks on rate. Alright.
Mhm.
Where's my Moon-Kissed Greater Axe? So that's a 14 to hit.
Alright. Describe how you cut down 3 little 3-foot goblins.
That's a total of 25 damage, by the way. Does that only kill 3 of them?
It's all of them, so they're all dead.
Oh, okay, great. So I killed all
3
of
per
them.
token.
Yep.
Oh,
3
okay,
per token.
perfect. I thought it was 3. I thought it was 4. Whatever. Yeah, so Raziel just, like, lets out, like, a blood-curdling scream as, like, per usual, like, you know, this relatively, like, you know, appealing, youngish-looking woman just, like, hulks out, like, you know, her muscles visibly swelling under her skin, you know, which, like, stretches and contorts to, like, you know, barely contain her, like, new size as she goes from being, you know, like, relatively person-looking, like, she's got the blood-red skin and the horns, but otherwise relatively person-looking to looking like a monster, and she just fucking sprints. Like, this spiked barricade, she doesn't even care. She literally just fucking smashes through it, right? Like the Kool-Aid man.
From the bushes, you hear, "Yeah, you look so cool!"
Oh, yeah. And just, like, with one violent shriek, she just, like, swings wide and just carves through this pack of little creatures. Just, like, cuts them all down. Now, I have Great Weapon Master, so...
Mhm.
On your turn, when you score a critical hit with a melee weapon or reduce a creature to 0 hit points with 1, you can make 1 melee weapon. That's a bonus action, never mind. I've already used that to rage, I think. So, yep, that's my turn, I believe.
Cool, okay. So that some of the fallen start to move around. Specifically, this one over here wanders out past, or this pack rather wanders out past the barricade and sort of like, what sound, kill. They don't know that anyone else is here yet. So you can use that to your advantage for sure. but they're moving to about there is as far as they get. And next up is the priest that's right here. So the priest that was next to you as you carved those fallen apart row. He takes a look at what happened, and like, I'd actually save my. Okay. Well, he takes a look at what happened.
What?
Looks to you. Hang on, sorry. I'm now having to find mine. I thought that I had changed the fallen priest's descriptions a bit. It's fine, either way. Give me a sec.
I'm not in the initiative order, apparently.
Oh.
So, someone
Something's
do that.
gone fucky wucky. Yeah, go roll your dice. There you go.
Accidentally deleted him.
Well, now he's further up, so I'll have Castus go after the fallen priest makes his move.
That's fine.
Which is exactly what he's going to do. He is going to do a roll. Cool. The priest, a dull sort of red energy starts to emanate from the bony carapace shield on his left arm. And as he's moving backwards away from the violence, steps about there, throws his hand out towards the fallen that have been eviscerated by Varaziel.
I do have a question before you continue.
Sure.
Is he using his action to cast that spell, or is he disengaging from me?
He's using his action, so you could get an attack of opportunity if you so wished, I think.
I would like an attack of opportunity if I so wish. I will be
Do it.
doing my super power attack thingy.
Yep, go nuts.
Does a 22 hit?
Yes, it does.
That is 24 points of damage.
Yeah, he ain't he ain't alive. So I'll make a mention. There's a little thing that happens. As his arm goes out, and as your swing comes in, it'll eviscerate that arm. And as that happens, there's a flash of that red sort of energy or magic that was swirling around him, flashes and swirls uncontrollably. You see the fallen that you had just cut, their bodies started to move back to sort of knit each other back together, but as the spell is interrupted, that all stops. And you're now free to cut him up as you wish.
Cool.
I used the wrong button. With that, Castus,
Yeah.
it's you. What do you do?
Well, since these fallen are kind of distracted, I'm gonna move up on them and try to ambush them and chop into them with my short swords.
Sure, give me a stealth roll first. They do not notice you. So,
It's like, wow, what did I roll?
13.
No, I rolled a 6 plus 7. That's what I was wondering what the base roll was. I was like, I have a pretty high bonus to stealth. What the fuck did I roll to only get a 13?
No good! Either way, they haven't noticed you, so you are free to get an unopposed attack on them. Alright. So unfortunately, the damage is not enough to kill them outright, but say how you kill off two.
Is Malkia a ranger or a rogue?
He's a ranger.
Oh, okay.
He hasn't multi-classed into ranger into rogue yet, which is what I was going to do. But yeah, right. As he's coming up behind him, and they're like kind of swooping back around to flank Varasail, he kind of like slashes one like right down the middle of its back, and then kind of spins and like bisects the other one as it's like still floating.
Oh.
And yeah, for
Cool.
my bonus action, I guess I will use my other sword because he has 2 short swords.
Oh, wow, you got exactly the same.
Yeah. So then with the other swing, he'll just kind of like skewer the last one and then kind of throw it off his sword to the side.
Leaving the world with 3 fewer fallen. What a shame. Cool. Artemis, Vash, you're up.
Okay.
What do you do?
Well, I guess I can only move. So I just kind of stumble on out of the trees. Past the red woman and all of her dead people, and go looking for murder, I guess. And can I shoot that guy over there?
Yep, that is murder right there.
That is murder, and
Maybe
therefore I
to
want
that.
it.
There's a lot of fire in there too, so I'd be careful if I were you. A lot of those tents are on fire.
Yeah. So this would be a perfect time to use those explosive bolts I found. I don't have those, but I should, honestly. And whatchamacallit, I take aim and I shoot the crossbow.
Alright. Give us your roll! Alright, sweet.
And crossbow number 2.
So, a pack of Fallen are coming out of the tents here as the fire is starting to spread through the northern area. They've heard all the screams and yells from the south of the camp, and as they come out, they are greeted with Artemis's crossbow. Tell us how you gunned them down.
Well, Artemis isn't a fan of whatever this is, and he likes the goat people a lot more. So,
Yep.
just pretty much kind of stumbles on in, and anything that moves spooks him, and he goes, ah! And then shoots his crossbows at him.
Oh my god.
Ah! You
You
know.
startled me.
Yeah. No, he's just like, if it's moving, it's gotta die.
And die they do. And 3 less Fallen are in the world. Alright, next up. Cool.
Oh wait, I don't get a bonus action, right?
Oh yeah, you can take a bonus action if you'd like. Is there anything else you have in mind to do?
Yeah, I want to shoot a vanishing arrow at Marquise. I want to just send him to another world for like a minute, because he's OP.
If you want to do that.
No, I don't. Not yet. We'll wait.
Oh my god.
I think my son.
Fuck you.
When my son needs a timeout, I'll just banish him. You should give me that ability. Oh,
Fuck me for trying to make you like be able to have more fun while you play.
You're right. This would be a perfect time to use friendship.
Alright. Speaking of friendship, as you're fighting and pushing through the camp, from deeper inside the camp, namely from inside this strange stone structure to the right, which looks to be like some sort of shrine or mausoleum that's since been desecrated, you hear this echoing chanting that gets louder and louder, and a deep thrum of magic sort of, you can feel it like pulsating in your chest. Then there's a flash of red lightning that flies down from the sky into this pile of dead horses off to the left that I think you can see.
Yeah.
Let me...
Yeah, we can see it.
Cool. Nothing happens immediately, but a keen eye might notice that the horse bits start to congeal and move closer together, sort of intertwining with one another.
See, that's why you don't trust horses, everybody.
But nothing immediately happens. It's the horse beast is waking up still. Moving along, they're all dead, who cares out there? Cool. Also from the north, from where these pillars are, you see another fallen priest rock on up. Seeing what's going on, he starts shouting something infernal about desecrators coming to their sacred grove. And he will. Similar to the other priest that got his arm eviscerated, and indeed his entire body eviscerated, dull red magic swirls around the shield that's sort of grafted onto his arm. He throws it out, and one of the fallen, that's animal handling, sweet. One of the fallen over here gets back up. Just gets back up onto his feetsies. Oh my god, game. The wounds that he has suffered seems to have just knitted themselves back together in quite a horrific, sort of scarred-looking way. It's clearly not a very pleasant situation for the fallen in question, but you know what? He's up again. And I'm sure he's got a crossbow stuck in him, or a crossbow bolt stuck in him, but he'll get over that.
The whole crossbow in him.
He's crossbow man, part crossbow, part man.
And he's here to party. Where's the initiative tracker? There we go. Just moving some more Fallen in. Now that the camp's awake, a lot of the other Fallen are moving to converge on your location. They're not the quickest of creatures, and they are quite cowardly anyway, especially since one of their priests has been removed from play, so to speak. Why is the initiative tracker showing that's the same person? There we go. Cool. So the one that's got up, where would you say that the crossbow had been shot? Like, where's the bolt sitting in this Fallen?
Probably throat.
Throat? Okay. Lets out a gargling sort of shriek as it runs at Artemis, readying itself to try and strike out at the person who had just killed it. And it will roll a attack. Does that hit?
Can I do something?
Sure, what do you want to do?
Wait, can I defense and then try something? Or...
Well, first of all, does the thing attack you? Does 12 hit you?
What armor class, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
No.
Cool, okay. So yeah, most likely because it's still getting used to the fact that it's just died and come back to life, it's a little groggy, and the strike goes wide.
So...
What were you hoping to do, though? Let me just ask.
I wanted to use a... Actually, never mind. No, I'm gonna hold it. I know what I want to do. So I just, tries to strike at him. He drunken monkeys around it. Kind of wobbles all around it.
Sweet. Hector, you're up.
Yeah.
So Hector steps forward, and what's like the... How do we get through this barricade? Is this something I have to break down? Can I step around it?
You could step around it. It's not particularly complex. You could push your way through it with a little bit of force. You could probably just trample it even. I mean,
Okay, so he's gonna trample
over
it.
there just fucking blitzed through it with her athletics.
Okay, yeah, he's gonna charge up to it and shoulder check the barricade.
Cool. I'll get you to do a athletics check as well. All right, yeah. You charge through it and shoulder check the barricade just like that.
No, May. No, 20. You gotta make it more glorious than that. It literally touches his radiant armor and just explodes.
Not a natural 20. It's a dirty 20.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
He'll crush through, so he makes his way through. And what
You
he
can move your
does...
token off the board.
No, it's there. I just moved it forward.
Oh, for some reason I couldn't see it. What the fuck? Oh,
Yeah,
it's
so
the okay, I see. I'm stupid. Don't mind me.
I was stupid.
Yeah, what are you saying?
So he's gonna move forward into the camp and sort of like... in like Conan fashion, right?
Oh god.
Lift his
Oh,
foot
no.
and put it on the skull of this fallen creature. And then he's
Okay.
gonna lift his...
for exile.
He's gonna lift his weapon and just roar as he tries to draw the attention of all of the creatures in the encampment.
Oh no.
Sure, okay. What do we think that would be? Let's see. Give us an intimidation check. And... Alright, cool. So you let out the roar. And it seems like for a moment, the sort of scuttering and shrieking of the fallen just stops. There's like unearthly silence, followed by a renewed sort of focus as the pitter-patter of footsteps are very clearly heading your way, Stefan. Whether that is good or bad, time will tell.
Let them come. And
Is that your
that
turn?
is all he's gonna do.
Alright, sweet. Netvari.
Hello, it's me. Okay, so, being not really a demon, but kind of a demon myself, do I have any knowledge of what these little demon guys might be afraid of?
Death.
Death. Okay,
Yeah.
alright.
They're very... So they are... The better question is, what are they not afraid of? So Fallen are, to be best described, and you and your sister would both know this, they are like footprints or shadows. They sort of appear as greater demons move in the areas. They're not particularly dangerous by themselves. They're not particularly good at anything, but they're a pest. And if enough of them get in large numbers, then they can move from being a pest to being a threat. But
Okay.
they can be easily manipulated. They're easily convinced to change allegiances if you just press them hard enough. And they have a lot of strange, nonsensical fears. But there's a lot of different tribes, so they all have different cultures. There may be some differences. But a safe bet is you kill them, they will run away.
So there's no, like, would they be afraid of greater demons and whatnot? Are they afraid of giraffes? Like,
Yeah, they're afraid of giraffes.
Okay.
They wouldn't necessarily be afraid of greater demons unless the greater demons have shown that they are interested in doing something with the Fallen that the Fallen don't
okay.
like.
Well, then what I'm going to do is, let's see, I need to check a range on a thing.
Bang.
A range on a thing. 60 feet. Okay, I think I can probably do that from here then. Yes, I can. So I'm going to make those flames that have sort of started roaring in front of everybody. They're in like this tenty area, right? Things are on fire.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
fire that has spread to that area.
I'm going to use control flames to make the flames look like a big roaring Hector. So now there's two of them.
Oh. It's the same trick that you used on Hector himself.
Yes.
Okay,
So-
cool. Do you have to do rules for that, or does that just happen?
That just happens,
Cool. Alright.
as far as I know. Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
I'll click it. We'll see. There you go.
No, this happens. Let me do some checks. Shit, I can get everything to a check, can't I?
So like they're rushing towards him, and then suddenly from behind them, also fire Hector.
Give me a moment. I'm just figuring out this macro. Alright. If this works, this is going to be cool.
It,
Oh! Alright, sweet. So while I figure out exactly who is spooked and what, you notice, once again, the horses, or the pile of horses, is like a very guttural sort of neighing growl that starts to emerge from it. And about 6 horses are fused together into one large skeletal creature.
cool, pretty.
Its dull sort of mind looks around, or its dull eyes look around, and it sort of gazes upon the chaos.
Oh my god, it's so cute. Can we keep it?
Lurking, its sort of janky movements start to animate it towards everyone else. Just stomping through the tents, going through the fire. It don't care. It a big undead horse, boy. And it moves to here.
Fast. Does fast.
Can I beguile it?
No, you can wait for your turn.
No.
Yeah, wait for your turn.
What?
Right.
Wait for
Well,
your turn.
Guile in what way? What are you thinking of?
Controlling it?
You gotta wait for your turn.
Wait for your turn.
Thought. Okay.
If you have a reaction that can do it, you can use that. Sometimes, depending on what the horse does. But generally, you just have to wait for your turn.
I just want to ride a pony. Okay.
Keep in mind that charming something doesn't mean you control it.
It's my pony, and if I can't control it, then what the hell is the point of this ability?
So as we get to there, Vash and Vera, I need you both to make a strength save.
A what?
A strength saving throw.
I get advantage on.
Yep, go on.
And I get her advantage.
No.
No. Roll a strength saving throw. I don't need to roll myself.
Roll a saving throw, actually.
Click on strength, and then it says saving throw.
Also, up in the top left, you should have a thing that says saves, and then you just hit strength.
Alright, I got a 17.
Perfect. Sweet. So as the horse sort of lumbers over here, it lets out a much louder sort of... You know that sound that Ramu makes on Eden 5 when he like charges off that sort of thing?
Mm-hmm.
Basically sounds like that.
Cool.
As he flies forward 20 whole feet,
Ooh.
knocking over and barging through anything in its way. The form that's here gets fucking just... It's not having a good day. It's been killed once, it's been killed again. It's dead. He's fucking gone. Trampled into the ground.
Poor little gay.
Verasil, she manages to hold her ground and not get thrown bowled out of the way by the large undead horse.
Good.
Artemis, unfortunately, does not, and gets knocked to the ground. So you are now prone and must take hoof damage. Ready for some hoof damage? Oh my fucking god.
Oh no.
I'm dead.
Are you?
And that's more HP than I have.
No, it's not. You've got 40 HP.
Let me die.
You can... So...
Don't be a liar.
I'm
Listen,
not dead.
once you're down, you're not dead anyway. There's plenty of opportunity for you to not die.
Die. Oh my god, I want to be a rat. Oh my god.
Wrong,
Well,
wrong
don't worry,
game.
because...
That's later.
So... You know, do you remember that GIF
Where'd
of,
you go?
Hmm?
Oh, it must have moved.
It's
I
just gone
can't-
behind the
I
tent.
can't
Because the
see
tent
it.
has,
Yeah, I can't see shit from here, so
Oh, it's because of that wall, the wooden barricade in front of you? Yeah, so it's
I
blocking
could
you.
see it originally,
You-
and then it was gone.
You just see a large undead amalgamation of horses barge through. You see Verasil totally fine, and Artemis gets knocked to the ground and kicked in the head by a large undead horse. As the horse is going by,
par for the course, yes.
another, like, since it's got this strange set of limbs just sort of sticking out of it, another pair of legs also kick him as he's being hurtled to the ground. So you take a fair bit of damage, Vash. That is 29.
Oh no, I don't know what 40 minus 29 is.
It's
Should
11.
be able to.
That's okay.
You changed it, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
May
just
should
changed
be
for
able
you.
to right click and apply damage to your damage from your damage thing.
Cool. And with that in mind, we move on to the next set. Verasil, you're up.
Next round.
You'll know what time it is.
Disappearing time.
Veraciel's gonna propose to Artemis.
No.
What kind of friend are you? You won't even marry me in D&D?
That's a 20 to hit
Well, you definitely hit the undead horse.
for 25 points of damage.
Sweet. So, your blow or flurry of blows, whatever it is you choose to do, you do some serious, heavy damage to the horse. Or horses, I suppose. Tell us what you do.
Veraciel just fucking, like, leaps at this thing, like, axe overhead, and just, like, carves into it as she comes down. You know, she drops on the ground and just starts, like, just does a big spin and just, like, slices deep into its leg. Just spraying blood and gore like right onto the wall it's next to.
Can we see?
Excellent.
Well, can I see the horse like over the tent? Is it that tall?
You can probably see bits of it like around the wall, I'd say.
Okay.
Hang on, let me just make this easier for you. Wall tool. I wish to remove. There you go. You can now see horse.
Thanks.
Cool. Is that all you do on your turn?
That's all I can do. I can't really do anything with my bonus action, I think.
Sweet. Cool. All good. Malky, you're up.
Alright, well, this giant horse seems to be running amok. So, I'll stow my swords and take out my longbow. And try to take a marksman shot on it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's -5 to strike.
Do you know Hunter's Mark before you do that?
I don't have Hunter's Mark.
Okay, cool.
God, my rolls are so shit.
It's... You know what, Kestis? Guess how much AC it has.
13. 12.
Well, he's got a -5 to hit.
Yeah, I got -5 to
Oh,
hit, so.
alright, well... I won't tell you. I won't break your heart.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I technically have a +2 to hit, and I rolled a 2.
Oh no.
Yeah. So. So yeah, that arrow is
That's a shame too. He almost did that hit would have done as much damage as I just did.
It would have done more technically because marksman gives me a +10 to damage.
Oh lord, yeah, it does too.
Yeah.
Oh well, I'm using the same thing. I'm also getting a +12 actually to damage because I'm raging as well.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because I've got the melee version of your feat.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, that missed, so I do no damage.
Poor Kestis and not poor Hor. Cool. So while this is all happening, Vash, you're up. And
No, I'm down.
okay, that is true, you are down.
Well,
Ears ringing from getting kicked in the head twice by a horse.
nothing he's not used to. So he gets on up, pushes himself off, and he takes aim. And I want to use an arcane shot. Roll that.
Go hard, can't.
Okay, and I want to banish him.
Banish? Okay.
Because I'm thinking, right? If he gets banished, then he goes somewhere else, and maybe the magics will be too far, and then I'll just come back and be like falling apart. You know?
I guess we'll see.
Like, would that make sense? Because
I guess we'll see.
What do I have to
Yeah.
roll for that? Do
let's
I not
see.
have to roll? They have to just roll a
He has
DC.
to.
You have to do an attack.
You have to hit him. So like,
Oh,
you
okay.
shoot with
And
your
then I'll-
crossbow.
Yeah, so he takes out the magic arrow and shoots a shot.
Alright.
You also do an additional 2d6 damage, so roll that as well.
The nearest unoccupied space, if that space is occupied, you take damage. That's fine.
What do I do?
It's the wrong person.
You get 2d6 additional damage on your ability there. So.
So do I roll the crossbow again?
Oh wait, no. I'm sorry. I'm wrong. I think that's at 18th level. Yeah. No. Sorry. Yeah. No. Don't worry about that. I'm wrong. I was reading that wrong.
Okay.
So. Now. Okay. Okay, Vash, tell us what you do. Just paint us a word picture with your mouth hole.
Okay. All right. So Artemis takes out the arrow and starts chanting in his old man elf language, but does it land?
I'll tell you after you say what you're going to say.
Okay. Well,
are you
he starts chanting and the arrow slightly glows and he shoots a shot. He just kind of shoots it. The arrow flies out, right at the horse's bootay.
And
That-
sort of like a scene out of Shrek. The arrow hits the horse's bootay, and it's just and it's gone.
And Artemis looks around and goes, "You're welcome," and walks away.
Sweet.
Cool.
That's your turn.
I mean, I could shoot another arrow, but there's nothing to shoot except for my friends, and they might get mad if I shoot them. So.
All right. So, Stefan, it's not your turn yet. This is going to be relevant to
Wait,
you.
I got to move. I'm gonna walk away.
You're gonna walk away. Cool. Go to the giant burning Stefan
Yeah,
effigy.
actually,
which is
you know what?
attracting
He
some
takes
Where
attention.
did
out a
my
cell phone.
effigy go?
Oh, I misunderstood what that was. Put it down again.
Yeah.
Okay. I have to
Yeah.
select the thing.
Even better, you should just take out a cell phone and go bullshit and start playing Limp Bizkit and walk away.
Don't walk into the fire.
I walk into the fire.
Don't walk into the fire.
I'm after the fire. So I'm hoping that when the horsey comes back, it's just pieces of a horsey.
We will see.
Like, I think that'd be a very great way to kill the boss.
Now, as you've said that, Vash,
Oh no.
Stefan, you remember that you've issued this challenge, right?
Mm-hmm.
This Conan Exiles challenge, as they say. The fallen that's over here, or the few fallen that are over here, they're sort of looking over at you, cowering and like starting to back away. You hear they're saying the same words over and over again. Rakadishu, Rakadishu, Rakadishu. And it doesn't take too long before that similar lightning bolt or type of lightning that hit the pile of horses starts striking around them next to where you are. And materializing almost out of thin air as the sort of bolts of lightning hit the ground and scorch the earth beneath them, a large pack of fallen arrive. And in the middle of them is a much larger one, about 7 foot tall, a large scimitar. He's got a cloak on that is sort of covering up ritualistic scars across its large, ripped chest. And it sort of raises its chin up and looks down at you, or looks across at you, because you're a similar size, aren't you? And it's like, why you come slay my men, slay my kill things?
Excuse me, could you speak the common tongue?
Kill! And it lunges into an attack. And by it, first of all, this particular pack here moves forward and goes to attack you. So as it sort of the larger one stands back, looking over smugly at you as its minions rush forward. They go to make an attack against you. They're a bunch of idiots. Let's see how this goes. Oh, that actually is a bit higher than I thought. Does that hit?
21 absolutely does.
Oh, okay. So they do 7 damage to you. Yeah. The pack starts surrounding you, like batting away your armor with its clubs and swords and whatever other weapons they have. Again, in isolation wouldn't be too bad, but since it's quite a few of them, it's a little overwhelming. And let me just...
And
Yep, just looking. Oh, I need to decide. Okay. Alright. So, the larger fallen in the middle, as its minions rush forward, it starts to laugh as its feet leave the ground. Wind swirls around it, and you can hear like very sort of distant thunderclaps. It seems like, even though it seems like they're coming from it itself, it's just like really muffled and silenced. As it rises up into the sky, and it's like, none of you will leave this here place alive, yes? Alright, that one's dead. That one's dead. That one's not dead, but to the north of the camp, finally, some more fallen arrive, and they see the large flaming effigy of Stefan. You may or may not notice due to what's going on, but you would see, especially Artemis probably see, firebolts and arrows getting slung through the flaming effigy as they're trying to attack it and bring it down, which does have the unfortunate consequence of it spreading the fire further through the camp.
Yes!
But also a little bit distracted by this and not moving to the horde of reinforcements that's arrived around Stefan.
Oh no, how terrible, I mean. It's bad,
Cool.
quite bad.
This pack moves forward as well. Let's see if they hit. They won't. That is not a hit. And this pack would also be charging forward, stumbling over its fallen allies to get to Stefan as they push you into a corner against this flaming tent behind. The 16 hit.
Of course not.
Alright. That's what I like to hear.
What a chat.
Stefan, you're up.
Oh, that went down
Alright.
the list fast.
Where'd my thing go?
Put a mark on this guy to show that he's levitating. So yeah, the avatar has risen to about, it would be about 30 feet in the air, and everyone would be able to see the swirling lightning storm around this large, shirtless fallen. Yes, Hector, sorry.
A Limp Bizkit plays in the background.
Alright, so he's gonna cast Word of Radiance around him.
Ooh, okay.
And I forget how to actually just link the spell without rolling. What if I do this? There we go. So all of those around me
Mm-hmm.
have to make a Constitution saving throw, or they take 5 damage. So he is going to raise up his hand, and though he believes that it comes from the heavens, what everyone else would see is a flash of light just manifest in that risen palm, and then as it sort of makes like an orb shape, he closes his fist, crushing the magic that he'd manifested there, and it erupts out in like a shockwave to hit all of the creatures that surrounded him.
Sweet, I was checking its range, so it'll hit all the little fallen boys. Let's see.
It'll hit none of the fallen boy.
Oh wait, oh there we go. I was like, no. No. Cool. Cool. So as the word of radiance detonates, and as the holy light washes over them, the avatar flying above throws its arm out, and some sort of that same like red lightning blasts out from behind it and goes to shield as many of the fallen as it can. The ones furthest from it, and close to you, are not quite as fortunate, and they get disintegrated by the holy light. But the rest of them seem to be relatively fine. Not at all due to the Constitution saving throw that was ridiculously high. Don't look at that. Figured I'd add some flavour to it. It's not just Hector's spell doesn't work because they've got too many numbers. But that'll be that. Do you have anything else you're going to do?
No. He prepares himself.
Alright. Natavari!
Hello. Okay, so
It's your turn.
Nadvari is bored waiting in these bushes. So, making sure that I can only do one of these things first. Okay. Alright, so first I'm going to use a bonus action to activate the Mantle of Flame from my Phoenix, etc. blah blah.
Sure.
So suddenly I am wreathed in fire. Actually, I'm going to like move to here. I'm going to move out of the bushes. Then I'm going to be on fire. Then I'm going to move the rest of the way over here. And I would like to cast a spell. Yep. I want to cast Burning Hands, which is a 15-foot cone, like through these dudes, hopefully not hitting Hector.
Sure.
Consume spell slot. Let's do at 2nd level, because that will be fun. They have to make a DC 15 dexterity saving roll.
Cool.
Against 16 fire damage, Jesus.
So 8 if they save, 16 if they don't. That was only 2 less than full. Fuck you guys.
What did
Oh,
you
this
do?
one's do no matter what.
Alright, you're dead. Goodbye.
Cool. So, for whatever reason, the Avatar, once again, the Avatar's floating at 30 feet, so he's out of range of the flaming, the burning hands, unfortunately.
Are you
Little
sure?
boys
It's
aren't.
a cone. Cones are like rounded and 3D and stuff.
It's a 15-foot cone, though.
Fine. I
It's
thought that
only
was
one
like
five.
the length of it. But I guess it wouldn't go 30 foot high. I forgive you. Continue.
Yes, it's okay. I accept your forgiveness. So,
There's
let me
only
just-
3 little dudes in there? Alright.
the other one's behind Stefan, so unless you're hitting Stefan as well.
I mean...
Do you want to hit Stefan?
Stefan, roll a charisma save for me.
An easy task.
Okay, I'll leave you alone.
What?
So your gout of flame sets 10 of them on fire and leaves them
Woo.
screaming and writhing on the ground. Which would kill
Hold
off
on,
this pack.
hold on. Oh, I forgot something. Hold on.
What's that?
Excuse me. I'm gonna open this thing back up because I forgot what it said. Sorry. Where is it? I forget what it's under. Feature? Are you a feature? It's a feature. Okay. Also, when the Mantle of Flame is active, I add also my charisma modifier.
Ooh.
Yes, so all of that.
Those cunts are dead.
Sweet. And on fire.
That too. So yeah, describe what happens to them.
I'm like trying to put this conal down, but I'm not sure it's gonna turn. So I'm just gonna flop it over, I guess. Go.
It's fine.
Yeah, she just kind of scurries up out of the bushes and gets up to there, looks around the little fence post and kind of goes, okay, this will work, and just sets herself on fire suddenly and holds up her hands And from the hands, sort of like drawing from the wreath of fire around her, just whoosh, up through them. She is sad. You notice, even though she's like gleefully like, yes, haha, you're dead, ha 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 ha. She notices the guy 30 feet above that just out of the range and just pouts at the end. Man. That's it.
Why couldn't you float lower, you dummy?
Stupid. Why are you so high?
And that brings us to Horacio. You're up.
Alright. Alright, Raciel, like, moves 15 feet here to, like, stand with her sister, and looking around for, like, a target, sees that basically everything has been killed. However, she does notice the flying guy. She can't do anything about him.
Or can she?
Can she?
Throw a robo at him.
Oh, God.
Build a staircase in one turn.
What I am going to do is I'm going to move into this space because that creature is dead and no longer occupying its space. And the guy next to Hector, I'm going to give him a bomb.
That guy's just sitting like safely behind Hector going, oh my god.
Obviously that's with the bonuses, so that's 28 points of damage.
Yeah, that count's got 10 health, so he's dead.
I like to think that Hector is like, you know, like doing a whole say your prayers, foul fiend speech, right? Like, you know, he's raising his sword and like, you know, challenging it to say last things, when just fucking like Horacio just like swoops in and just fucking splits its head with her axe.
You are
Just, like,
taking too long.
I'm not going to speak for Stefan, but that's how I imagine that unfolding. And so you're 30 feet in the air, you said?
Yeah.
Don't think I can do anything. I don't have a flying grip.
How long is the range on your sword? Just out of curiosity. Is that normal 5 foot?
5 foot, yeah.
Right.
Reach weapons 10 feet, and if I have, I've got a javelin, but I can't throw it as my bonus action. Sorry. Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Cool. That'll bring us to Melkees.
Well, I can't see it from here, but I imagine it's floating over the tents. You said. The floating
He's off
tents
to
are-
he's off to the right. Yep. You'll have to move to a position where you can see him.
Is he right? He's right next to Artemis, right? Like, what's this 5 foot
That's-
square here?
That's the burning effigy of Stefan.
Okay, gotcha. In that case, let's move back here. Let's get the ruler out real quick. Move all the way up here. Fuck. How tall are those pillars?
It'll be about, let's say, 20 feet.
Alright. I'm gonna try to pull some dumb Hawkeye shit. And seeing as how that priest is behind the pillar, I'm going to run up to that like the pile of dead. I guess there were dead horses. Now it's just like probably blood smears and viscera.
Yeah, there'll probably be some horse bits there as well, but yep.
And I'm gonna take aim and then aim my arrow up so the arrow kind of arcs over the pillar and comes down and hits that priest behind the pillar.
Okay. Don't fuck up, die.
With the what you call it, it is a where's my roll? 12, 16.
Unfortunately, no. It doesn't hit.
Fuck.
Sorry, that would have been really cool. So as that shot goes off, as the arrow lands just short of the fallen priest that's there, it realizes that there's other threats beyond this large flaming creature. It yells some panicked words to its companions, and then steps out from there to see where the shot might have come from.
You're giving us away.
Artemis, you're up.
Did you really say that? Miss, everything is on fire all of a sudden?
I didn't start all the fires.
No,
I would
but
like.
you
She just improved them.
You just turned into a flamethrower. I'm pretty sure they could see the fire and
It's
the
not
giant
weird
burning
because
pond.
everything else is already on fire.
She didn't
So-
start the fires, she just made them better.
She didn't start
They
the
were
fire. It
always
was always
burning.
burning since
Yeah.
the world was turning. So is Floaty Man still floating?
Yeah.
He's still floating.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna
Shoot him
do
down!
another arcane shot. This time, I'm going to use a beguiling arrow if my spellbook would come back. Where did it go? And then I want to use my 2 crossbow shots. Bam, bam. Okay, attempt to roll versatile damage. No, what's that? I'm confused. I don't know what that means. But
Alright, let's see. Cool, so let me just calculate the crossbow damage first. That's 9 plus 15. Can you roll the 2d6 for your psychic damage? Oh, no, it's already there. Never mind. Never mind, don't listen to me.
Okay.
Well, I mean, because Cassis missed with a 16 and Bash rolled a 15.
Cassis didn't attack the avatar, he attacked someone else.
Well,
Wait.
I thought you were.
Oh!
Bash is attacking the flying guy, isn't he?
Oh! Wait, hang on. I think I got confused. Who were you attacking, Castus? Were you attacking the avatar or were you attacking the dudes up to the north?
The dude up to the north, the priest.
Yeah. You're attacking the priest, yeah?
Yeah, I'm attacking that with
Yeah, so they're different
Oh,
people.
Okay. I thought they were
Okay.
attacking the same people.
the flyer.
No.
The flyer.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought Cassis was attacking the fly too.
No, I was trying to get rid of the guys who can resurrect people.
Oh yeah, gotcha. Yeah.
And I want to use my third action to use an improvised weapon, which is my robe patch. No, I'm just kidding. I forgot I had robe patches.
Oh god.
Well, guess what, Vash? You've charmed him.
Yes!
So, yeah, the series of bolts fly through the air and dig into the flying avatar. It lets out a growling hiss as it turns to look at Artemis, just before the charm sort of kicks in. Who is it charmed by, Vash? Because you get to pick either
Can I
yourself
do
or
it to
someone else.
myself?
Yeah?
Oh, myself.
Alright. That means that the charmed attacker, or the charmed creature, can no longer attack you or target you with any harmful abilities or magical effects. And you have advantage on any social checks.
Can I
So-
do one right now?
No.
You've already done your actions, so no.
Oh. Oh.
Which leaves us to the avatar's turn. And what it is going to do is...
Give Artemis a hug.
Close.
Yeah.
So, looks over to Artemis and like this, looks for a bit, as you can see its mind trying to work against the charm, and then a large, like, twisted smile comes over it. It slams down to the ground right in the middle between Varaciel and Hector and Natvari. And as it hits the ground, a second level thunder wave erupts out and rolls over everyone. You need to do a DC 13 Constitution save.
Wait, myself included?
Not you.
Oh,
Not
fuck.
you. Just these three.
Wait, if they attack him, will they break the charm?
Only if you attack him, I believe.
Oh, okay. Ow, I get to be useless. Sorry, y'all.
Hey!
Stefan.
What's my condition, Chief?
Constitution saving throw. Who wants it? Sweet. Raciel is the only one who fails the throw.
So the rest
So-
of us take, what, 4 damage?
Take 4 damage and aren't knocked back. Raciel is thrown back 10 feet, and there is a loud, thunderous boom that everyone can most certainly hear very distinctly. God, he rolled 2 1s and a 6. Jesus. That brings us to this priest. So, the priest that got shot at, he looks over towards old Marquis, having now actually seen him, and goes to move forward. Will he actually make it though? I want to say not quite.
No, it's in range, right?
Oh,
Diagonals count at 5 feet.
diagonals count. Diagonals count, yeah. All right, let's see. Does a 5 hit you, Castus?
No, sir.
Okay. As you've fired off your shot and as it's called out, the other fallen are all moving in, coming with their very low rolls to do no damage as they surround you. With that, Hector, you're up.
Just before Hector acts, didn't the avatar land like in the middle?
Yes, it did. My bad. It is now there. And I'll get rid of that. Thank you for reminding me. Oh, and just before I forget, as after a few moments pass,
Wait.
there is another sort of... Sorry.
Okay, never mind.
There is another sort of quiet pop followed by a very loud, like, sort of crumpling of wood and squelching of flesh as the warhorse materializes back into reality and is not doing very hot, which is to say it is fused inside the wall here and is not moving.
Cool.
You.
So, does it... Okay. I was gonna say... I was like, is it dead? So then you put the skull on it.
Bleh. Hector, you're up.
Wait, the horse is dead?
Horse is dead. Horse materialized back into the world and is dead.
You tell it kind of like the fly, but the fly was a brick wall, and that didn't work very well for it.
Yeah, you know that scene from Titanfall 2 where the guy like phasing through dimensions and he winds up being stuck in the ceiling?
I do.
That happened.
Wait, what?
The horse materialized back into reality and it materialized inside a wall and died.
Damn, I'm a boss. I need to thank me.
Don't
Alright.
worry, I don't think anybody.
Yeah,
will
okay.
ever.
Wow.
So, now, this purple circle, this is like fire, right? I'm in danger here?
No, so that's the... So when it landed, it threw out a shockwave that hit everyone in that AoE.
Okay, that's what the concept... Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if it was, like, persistent.
No, I should get rid of it.
Alright, so since Hector has not drawn his swords yet, and this thing just landed and clearly poses quite a threat,
Mhm.
he just rushes it and tries to punch the creature in the face.
Alright.
I don't think that hits.
Well, you can draw your swords as a, like, free action.
Oh, yeah, this is the RP.
Oh, okay, alright.
Not
sweet,
trying to
sweet,
be
sweet.
efficient. So,
Fair. You're right. Unfortunately, it doesn't hit. The avatar will block your blow with its forearm and sort of move in close, grinning.
okay.
What if he used his bonus action to draw one of his swords and do a dual wield attack? Would that be
See-
valid?
Again, if you want.
Go, Hector! Show him the power of the high heavens.
Can he grab or try to grab the creature as an extra action?
I'm going to say yes.
Okay.
Give it a go.
What would you like me to roll?
Give us a strength roll.
You can roll athletics. Grappling is athletics.
Athletics,
By
there we go.
athletics or acrobatics.
Oh my god.
So he tries. He even says, "You're not going anywhere," and tries to grab the creature, which then probably dodges him.
So, I'm going to say as you go to grab it, basically it grabs you back. And it gets all nice and close. The cackling laughter sort of emanating from it as you can feel your armor starting to get lightly electrified. Which, let's just say that's part of the reason why your roll was quite as low as it was. Natvari, I believe that
Hi.
means it's your turn.
Okay, so two things.
Yes.
The thunder wave isn't considered a melee; it's magic, right?
Yes, that is
Okay.
correct.
Second thing.
I believe it
when
wasn't what put out all the fire around it.
How dare they? When they hit, when I hit anything with fire, I can also use the flames of Phlegethon. So I think that's automatic. It doesn't say if it's a bonus action, or I think it just can happen. So if that's fine, then right now I have like a double flame wreath thing going on.
Okay.
Okay. I am actually going to hold my action. I'm going to hold a spell for a thing. Do you want me to be specific?
Yes, be specific.
Okay, I am holding levitate for if somebody needs to get in range of the boss.
Oh, okay.
And I think that's it, really. Let me double check a bonus thing. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that for now.
Cool. So, just before Varaciel's turn would start, Castus. Marquis would hear another sort of large yell, and from behind him, would notice a couple of fallen getting like thrown through the down the road and just bowling along like a sack of potatoes. And you can now finally actually see the rest of the beastmen are arriving to provide support. I mean, you're hoping it's support, but they're here. So let's just
Beast
reveal
boys.
them. Beastie boy. Varaciel, it's your turn.
Alright, Varaciel is... She has a target. She charges the guy. Like, as he grabs Hector, like, counter grabs Hector, she just goes to, like, shoulder check him. Like, with her, like, shoulder dip low, right shoulder. If it hits, like, knocks him back, her shoulder uncoils, and she just comes around with the axe and, like, a big swing.
Sure. Give us your rolls.
Yep, I'm doing the normal thing.
Yep. Oh my
I'm not going
god.
to roll a second time, so that's plus 12 damage, so 34 damage.
Yeah, he's dead. Tell us what happens.
Well, literally that. Like, you know, as Hector's like, you're
Yep.
not going anywhere. She just, like, you know, like, he goes to grab this guy, ducks, and then, like, you know, smirks at him and goes to grab him back, and she just fucking shoulder checks and slams him hard into the wall behind him, and just whoosh, brings the axe around. Just, like, cuts him clean in half.
Excellent. And like Darth Maul without the hole, that's what happens. The avatar falls into two separate pieces as lightning starts to spit out of it uncontrollably.
So, I have a question. What happens to my held action? Just fizzles?
Up to you.
I know, it's
can
up to
still
you.
spell. You're...
I'd say you haven't. I was going to say, well, you haven't used the spell, so the spell's just not used. You're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, like,
It was specifically for the boss, that's why I asked. That boss guy.
oh right, yeah, because you mean the trigger, but you keep the spell slot, I think, right?
Yeah. Even if you rules said you didn't, I'd say you do. That wouldn't be fair.
No, I mean, like, do I still have an action held? Or did it just
Yes,
kind
I'd
of...
say you still have it. I'd say you still have an action held, and if you want to hold a different action, then sure.
Okay.
Alright, so, anyway, as she slams him into the wall, Horacio stops to, like, run a hand through her hair, and she looks at Hector and is like, you need to talk less and do more. Stefan, I'm role-playing with you. Oh my god.
You think that I've spoken too much? The
You're not the one
words of
holding the
my
swords.
god must echo far and wide across this land so that it may be cleansed.
Not
She
Varya's
decides to
actually...
just, like,
Go ahead.
oh, sorry, no, you go.
I was just saying, not Varya's actually doing what I just did. She's like... listening to him.
Yeah. Anyway, Horacio just sighs at his response and is going to turn and run the
Come, I shall show you the power of holy words.
Show you.
Show you.
Show me your move. Show me your words.
Show me your words. Show me your words.
Alright, so I move up to there. I think that's as far as I can go this turn.
Mm-hmm.
And
Cool.
that's it. That's me.
So with that, with the Avatar slain, and with the Fallen being quite cowardly creatures at the best of times, they are in panic and they are fleeing the scene. The ones that are still...
Wait. Because
Whoa.
the Avatar was slain and I have him charmed, can I make his dead body do things?
No, he's dead.
No,
No.
he's dead.
Can I make his dead body do
Necromancer,
things?
Lord.
Not how it works.
So,
Hey,
Castus...
dead body, do a thing.
I mean, that's a thing. It's talking.
Castus, you're up. The Fallen look like they are preparing to retreat.
Man, I'm gonna try to stab this priest while he's here.
Give him a stab.
Here I go stabbing.
Alright, well, you do stab him. Unfortunately, the damage isn't super high, but
That's fine, because I've got 2 short swords.
you do. You can stab again. You're gonna stab him again? Give him a little poke.
Little poke.
Alright. Tell us how you poke him, how he goes down to Poke Town.
Is he like trying to run away, or is he?
He's trying to run away and then successfully catches your swords and dies. So how does that happen?
Yeah. So he like as he's going to turn, I pretty much slashed him across the chest as he's turning, so it like turns him back towards me, and then
Oh.
pretty much run him through the blade horizontal, so it looked like bisect his spine, so he couldn't run away. He'd be paralyzed if he didn't immediately die.
Poor little demon boy.
And then just kind of like elbow check him off my sword and turn around and see that the beastmen are here and hope I don't get punched in the back by a goat man.
Alright. And with that, that will be the end of combat, or the end of the combat initiative order at the very least.
They're all dead.
They're all dead or fleeing. There's 2 like packs of Fallen, but they are noping the fuck out of here as fast as they can.
Horacio sprints up.
Alright, you want to sprint? You want to fucking...
Hector
fucking
sprints
butch-
after Veracio.
Alright, sure. You will definitely catch them if you go to sprint after them.
Here they are. Are these them to the
Yeah.
west here?
The ones like directly like straight, yeah, that one there is one pack, and there's another pack which is unfortunately run into the Goatmen and looks like it's about to have a very bad time.
So Hector catches up to this one. And because he swings his sword quite slow, he is going to throw his javelin.
Alright, give us a range check then. Or a javelin attack.
Where's my... Does he he has a javelin, right? He has... Where is it? Oh, does this one not? I guess he doesn't have a javelin, never mind. He's swinging a sword.
Throw that sword. Throw it two-handed
Yeah,
overhead style.
he's gonna throw the sword at both hands. Yup, just like Castus did.
Like throwing an axe at medieval times.
And he's not very practiced with that. So he throws it,
though.
and he boldly declares, "You cannot escape justice." And then he promptly misses.
Well, you say misses. He does hit the Fallen. Well, at least manages to hit. Because they have 15 AC, but that's because of a shield, which they have dropped because they're running. So...
Aha!
So you managed to kill 2 of the ones in the pack with that attack. You want to tell us what you do? How that happens?
How would he kill 2?
Or maybe he like sidearmed it
Okay.
instead, so it like was spinning and like.
So here's what he's
Boomerang
gonna
that
do.
doesn't come
he
back.
does
Yeah.
the overhead axe throw, and what it does is it hits the first one square between his shoulder blades, and it topples over. And as it topples over, it trips another of the fallen, who then falls over into a random wooden stake that was just laying about in the wreckage.
That is unfortunate.
Some Final Destination shit.
Alright. There's still one in the pack, right?
There is, yes. One last very panicked looking Fallen.
Veraciel is going to unarmed strike him.
Sure.
Punch. At advantage.
Alright.
How do you kill it?
So with 7 points of bludgeoning damage, because she's still raging, she just like as Hector comes up behind him, she sprints like up and around this pillar, and like as 2 of them go down, this last one like sprints between it, like not even looking where it's going. Runs face first into like Veraciel's hand. She just grabs it by the head, just like engulfs its head with her hand, and just like smashes its head back against the pillar, just like bursting it like a melon.
Much like the Goatman from earlier. A parallel, some might say.
Meanwhile,
Oh, is there a group up here too? You gotta kill them as well. Dang, you gotta kill so many of these things.
No, they got burnt to death. This one here is running away.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
they, I think
You
my
better
fire
believe it.
arrow got them at the start, right? Something like that.
if Veraciel can still see any enemies, she is running after.
Alright. So Veraciel is going on cleanup. What's everyone else up to? Who else wishes to make a remark as to what they're doing now after the battle has subsided?
not very found a door.
Ew.
Malkis is just getting out of the way of the beastmen as they come through, because I imagine they're trying to get some vengeance too.
Yeah, so Marquis will see the beastmen sort of as they approach. The large sort of elder Khazra that was speaking with Artemis is leading the way. He just sort of picks up one of the fallen as it's running off, like just grabs it by his head, hoists it up, and then just hurls it, much like a bowling ball, down the road, and its body will slam into the gate next to I can say Netvari. Yeah, Netvari. Next to Netvari, and it sort of like slides down the wooden wall,
Oh.
blood itching out. Or
Okay.
itching? Whatever the word. Seeping out. Here we go.
Oozing. Well, I guess we know that the door is safe to touch. Maybe?
One of the smaller Khazra sort of like looks over and sniffs at you, Marquis, giving you a thought before it starts muttering something in its strange goatee words.
Yeah,
And
like, I've still got one short sword out, but I kind of like wipe the blood off of my my thigh and sheathe my offhand sword real quick.
Alright. As you do that, Akash, the main one, like sets its large hand on the Khazra's shoulder and sort of eases it, guides it away from you, as it still sort of just plods on. There we go. Plods on down the road. Vash, what is Artemis doing?
Artemis is kind of wandering around, looking around at the carnage, kind of proud. Wait, what's going on? No, I don't want to attack. What's going on? I want to murder my friends.
Murder.
I mean, that's the
No
impression
one
I
would
got.
no one would be surprised.
And he's gonna go up to his goat friend, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's gonna ask him how's it going. You know, can we be friends now? You know, like, is this your house? Is this where you live in? You know, kind of like that kind of stuff.
Oh no, did we set their village on fire?
The Akash just looks around and is like, you have done well
Okay.
to rid this area of this horror.
Artemis nods and he looks at the man and he goes, you know, if you want this land, it's all yours, and I have a great name for it. I think you should call it Artemisville. And he just smiles at the goat.
Father, this land is still too close to the village. I'm sure it would cause no end of trouble for both of them if they stayed here.
Your son is wise. Best heed his wisdom. No.
Artemis shakes his head and he goes, no, we can kill the village if you want.
Khazra like growls at you and is like, we do not wish for more unnecessary bloodshed. You go and kill the village. What happens then? More will come, and they will keep arriving until we are gone. We would rather go.
What? You know, Artemis looks at him and he goes, well, why don't you come with us?
Because they're an entire clan. It's a giant pack of people. We can't just form a wagon train of beastmen running down the road. We'd be ambushed and killed.
Artemis just like shakes his head. He's like, son, wouldn't you rather have an army with us? You know?
No, I would rather they do what they want and we go our separate ways. That way, we don't get them in trouble with our shit, and they don't get us in trouble with their shit.
He just sighs and he goes, "You're no fun."
I don't need an army. I'm much faster by myself.
Akash raises a hand again, like sort of a call for silence, and is like, how would you suggest that we join you? What would that agreement look like?
Artemis nods and he goes, "See, this guy's, you know, just listen to me, all right? So I would be your new king, and you would be a lord in my kingdom, and that's that arrangement."
The Akash sort of like nods for a moment and is like, so you are suggesting we serve you?
Artemis kind of like shrugs and is like, I mean, you know, if you want to. Like, I'm pretty cool. I wouldn't do anything bad, you know. It
Takes a loud set of footsteps forward, looming over top of you. The gory remains of the fallen being squished underfoot as the rest of the Khazra come up, or as another couple of Khazra come up alongside him. We do not wish to serve ever again. It is why we led you here, so we would not have to serve Andariel. And now you suggest we serve you instead.
Artemis kind of like shakes his head and he goes, it's just an idea. You're allowed to say no.
In the background, there's a battle screen. As Horatio is just fucking murdering people.
Oh my god.
Navari tries the door.
The door opens.
I'm gonna open the door.
Let Myler open the door.
Ooh. Oh, what's that? What is this mess?
You're free to go and investigate, take a look around, while the negotiations are happening in the background.
What's this on the floor in front of me?
So it looks like the remains of people that have been disintegrated.
Yummy.
Cool.
It is their ashes in a large pile of stones.
Just kind of walk around that. Kind of all like.
So it looks like in the middle there is a large coffin or sarcophagus, and it's surrounded by sort of ramshackled together walkways and wood and railing that leads up to a looks like a sort of throne, like a fallen throne that looks over top of the coffin, or over top of the sarcophagus.
Cool. Noted. And I'll peek around the corner.
Yes, there's a whole lot of bedrolls.
Oh, I
in a
bet it
large
stinks in
pile.
there.
It sure does. If you've ever been to a LAN party in 1995, it smells a lot like that.
Ugh.
Just gotta walk right across here. Check over here.
Seems to be a sort of like, oh, a little demon mess area. There's some chairs, there's some brewskis, some beer tankards. It looks like a gay old time.
Did I see anything that looks worthwhile at all and in either of the rooms?
Do a investigation roll.
22.
Okay. I will get to you in a moment with what you find. Stefan, what is Hector up to with the negotiations
He
on one end?
is staring at Artemis, expecting him to make some sort of pact with these fucking demons, and he is just prepared to kill all of them. So he is sitting here like a father looking out the front door window, watching his daughter talk to her boyfriend, making sure that he goes back to his car instead of sneaking in the house. He's waiting for these people to walk away.
Well, what are our beast friends saying?
Yeah, after the big one comes up and like starts looming over Artemis, Malkeith just crosses his arms and is like, what are you gonna do now, Dad? Like just watching him like, yeah, asshole.
Can I pet the beast man?
No. You know, pet the beast man. Pet the beast man. I fucking double dog dare you.
Can I pat his head, scratch his chin?
Are you going to try and do that?
Can I?
You can do what you want. Are you going to try and do that?
He's cute!
You going to try and do that, Vash?
Yeah.
Alright.
He's gonna reach out and goes, oh, come on, you know what, I'll let you be king. And he reaches out and pats the guy on his head and is like, you know, we'd be really good
reach?
friends.
Isn't he like really tall?
It's like incredible. He's like sort of hunched over, trying to get onto like eye level
Looking
with
at Artemis. Yeah. And
Artemis.
he's like, well, I'll let you be king then. We'll work for you.
Oh, I'm sure Stefan's gonna love hearing that.
You see his like muscles ripple for a moment.
Ooh.
Older Cash, but he exhales sharply out his nose, and like just sort of gently reaches over, pushes his blood-stained hand against you, covered in fallen bits, and just sort of guides you away from him, just pushing you back. It's like,
Oh.
enough of this nonsense. We upheld our end of the bargain. You upheld yours. Remember why you made this deal to begin with. And he sort of gestures over towards Marquis with a nudge of his snout, moving his head over in that direction.
Yeah, Malkeith like raises a brow like, what?
Unless you have anything else intelligent to say, we will leave this place now.
Artemis just kind of frowns. He's like sulking. He wanted to pet the goat man, but he cannot pet the goat man. And that's about it. He's not gonna do anything else, cause No. We shouldn't murder the Goatmen. Alright, yeah, that's it. That's all he does.
Cool. And with that, unless anyone else stops them, they will turn and start to leave this place.
Farewell, warriors of the Cadra.
A couple Kaz will sort of turn around and like sort of nod at you, Marquis, or make like bleating goat sound. Otherwise, they just
Bye bye.
kill. Whee.
Artemis places his hands on his hips and he goes, "Well, look at that, Marquis. Your dad's a hero.
You're a fucking idiot.
I
really wish he had
us."
punched you in the mouth right then.
Just laughs. He goes, you'll learn one day when you're older."
Learn to literally try to antagonize the giant 10-foot tall goat man.
No, that's how I make friends. Did he hurt me? No. So I guess I was right. He just kind of takes a
You
drink.
need more consequences in your life.
Or you
You hear you hear from inside the building. We can help with that.
Please do.
You're in consequence enough, boy. And he just kind of
I
takes
am
a
literally the
drink.
consequences of your action. Look at me, father. I am the consequences of your actions.
Exactly.
Wear a condom next time and save us both the trouble.
It don't feel right. And he kind of shambles off.
Speaking of condoms, Navari.
Oh man.
So looking around, like there's been some sort of treasure that has been hoarded. It looks like it's not too much in terms of like something you could easily pick up and sell. There's a lot of supplies for fighting and for sieging and all that lying around. You do manage, however, to piece together about 100 gold pieces worth of coins
Hey.
scattered around. But there is something else that catches your attention, and it looks like a ceremonial dagger, except the blade has been broken off, and it has a very intricately designed handle, a pair of snakes twisting together.
Is it just the handle, or is it like the knife and then the blade is actually broken?
It's like just the handle, and it looks like you can see where the blade would be, like the broken part of the actual blade. But more importantly, there is a crest on the handle, which looks like you know what an Khan is, like that sort of Egyptian. Okay.
An ankh?
I'll link. Ankh, that's the one.
Yeah, I know what an ankh is.
So like that, again with a pair of snakes sort of twisting around it, and some assorted sprucing up to make it look fancy and pretty.
Okay.
Which I'm going to say that you probably don't know much about this, but for things that we haven't done,
Can I have
Oh, yeah.
a roll for it, maybe?
yeah, sure, give us a roll.
What am I doing?
That's a history roll.
Where is history? Nope, I don't know shit.
You don't know shit. It looks like some snakes. Snakes are pretty cool.
Snakes are
Fucking
pretty
snakes
cool.
are metal.
That thing, it looks vaguely Egyptian. What's the Egypt? I don't know. That sounds fake.
Well, it's probably from like the desert area that you guys came from originally.
Egypt, fake. Not real.
It's a fake ass place for fake ass beaches.
Not real at all. Okay, so I'm not gonna touch the knife with my hands. Might nudge it with my foot. See if anything happens. Is it on like a table or on floor?
It's just on a table along with some of the coins.
Okay.
It looks like it's made out of a sort of, there's precious stones that have been picked out of it, and it looks like it's made out of sort of copper and bronze.
I will take the gold and pocket that shit ASAP. Then I will find I'm sure there's a stick or something in here and poke the knife. See if any weird magic happens.
It just gets poked. It moves around a little bit. It's having a great time.
Cool. I don't think I have anything that like tells me what magic stuff possesses. So since my roll to figure out what the knife was oh stupid no. If I poke the knife and nothing happens, I'm gonna be like okay, and maybe like scoop it up in a piece of cloth if I can find it.
Sure.
Okay, we'll just have Deck and Kane identify us the person when we find it.
Sure. Yeah.
With that though, what's everyone else up to? Any other thought? Anything else sort of jumping out at people?
No.
Horacio wanders back once she's finished killing everything, but nothing urgent from her.
Hector walks up to Artemis.
Oh.
Gets right in his face. Actually, not in his face. His arms are crossed, his weapon sheathed, but he sort of looms over the man. And he asks, "What sort of infernal covenant did you make with those beings?"
And Artemis just looks confused and is like, what?
What sort of deal did you strike with those demons?
And Artemis is like looking around at all the dead bodies, and he's like, I don't think I struck a deal with demons.
He means the Goatmen.
Oh. Well, they're our friends. They're cursed.
Demons are
Oh,
not
God.
our friends.
Fish are food.
What
Fish are
deal
food.
did you strike with them? What
Well-
do you owe them in return?
Well, he smirks. He smirks the biggest shit-eating grin, and just looks right at Hector, and he goes, "Well, I promised them your life if we failed, and now they own your life."
Oh my god, Bash.
Why are you trying to get murdered?
He won't do it.
Stop
was-
chaosing.
He wants to be a slutty priest.
What are we a slutty free?
Okay, you know that your character can just leave at any time. I'm just saying, Bash. You don't have to kill him.
No. What's Hector gonna do? What are you gonna do,
I
bitch? Look her up
wish.
now.
I wish that you were on cam so we could just see you being like, what the fuck, man?
I have
Hector
the biggest
stares at
grin.
Artemis, considering unspoken things. And he just walks around him. And heads out of the camp.
Alright, we have to put Artemis in our home, you know what I'm saying?
Wait. Before Hector finishes the walk around, and Artemis, just pull it back a little bit.
Okay.
And Artemis just goes, "Well, I guess you're a goat man now, huh? Is that your new god?"
He stops. There's a moment of silence. He doesn't turn around,
Oh boy.
and he threatens, "Speak such blaspheme again, and I shall paint the cobblestone with your corpse." And he walks away.
Hector, he promised no such thing. It was clearly a beneficial arrangement.
No,
The Goatmen wanted
Artemis,
the-
just
the-
no.
Shut your fucking mouth, you drunk!
I'm actually gonna take an action here, if I may.
Take an
Sure.
action.
Do it.
Fucking Horacio is just going to walk up behind and punch him in the back of the head while he's looking at Hector.
No. With damage?
Yeah, she's gonna knock him the fuck out.
Okay, roll some damage, bitch. I got
So
11
you are-
HP.
I was like, aren't you really low on
Oh.
HP?
Yeah. You won't.
Alright, here's the thing. I'm gonna use my form of the beast. Because I'm still in that mode. I'm gonna use my claws and just do non-lethal damage. Because I can attack twice like that, and I attack reckless.
Oh my god.
Oh no, you killed me.
No, you're unconscious.
No.
Yeah,
You're
that's how it
conscious.
works.
I want to
Sorry.
use second win.
No, you can't. You're unconscious.
It's not your turn.
Bitch, I lived.
Sorry, you're KO'd.
Yeah, you live because he said it's non-lethal, so you live. You're just unconscious.
Alright, well, with that, old mate Artemis is fucking conked the fuck out on the ground.
I love this face.
I said the face.
Yeah, Horacio just looks at Malky and she's like, "Your father is a problem.
I'm well aware of this.
I am glad that I do not have one."
May, can I do something as I fall, alright?
You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you
Because, you said when those patches touch the ground,
want. Oh no.
can
what
I
are you playing?
explode like a Borderlands boss?
Torn from the road first.
What a waste.
great, wouldn't it? Just like a horse and a boat, and like.
It's your boat coat.
No,
Okay.
we'll save it. We'll save it. Actually, no. I want one to do it. Just one. Uno.
Just turns into a
Alright.
horse and like punches him in the face.
I rolled a 7.
All right, you fall to the ground unconscious, and a
Bag of 100 gold.
gold pieces explodes out back.
It's like Sonic. It's like fucking Sonic or Mario. You
You
died,
punched
the
the-
coins fell out.
You punched the Mario coins out this pussy, bro.
Hey, he's
God.
paying out. Veraciel absolutely scoops that up. I'm adding 100 gold to my inventory. Where's my gold go?
Yeah, Melquise will keep trying to calm Hector down.
So in the there it is. Back inside the building, stank building.
Mhm.
Ankh knife acquired. She goes back to the sarcophagus to see if there are any similar markings on it. Or anything
No.
elsewise
No,
that
I'm
she
not gonna-
might recognize.
I'm not going to get you to roll. It doesn't look like there's any similar markings from the Ankh knife there.
Okay.
It does look like these are two very, very, very different items. Or different. It clearly came from further afield.
Oh, okay.
Here, it just looks like standard sorts of markings you'd see in the Zakarum church. Holy symbols, that sort of thing.
Alright. Zakaroon. The guys in that city followed Zakaroon.
Yes. Zakarum is the dominant religion in the world, by far.
Okay. So
It is-
before anybody else comes in this this building, I'm gonna see if I can move the sarcophagus lid.
Sure. Give us a strength check.
Nope.
No.
I'm like,
it ain't going nowhere. Your little noodle arms.
Alright. I am gonna send a message to my sister.
Hell
I can do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I mean, you just call to her. Artemis is unconscious, and I'm trying to wrangle Hector.
No, I'm just gonna do it with the spell because I can. It's fun.
Valid.
Yeah. And it's just like, hey, come in here. Be sneaky, come here.
Veraciel doesn't even question it. I think she got it.
She points out the
What's this
sarcophagus. You see this dead person box? It's got the Zakaroon symbols on it. I think we should open it up before anybody notices. I want to know
Does
what's
it-
in
oh.
it.
Does it have Zakaroons on it?
It does have Zakaroon.
Alright, so Veraciel steps back towards the door and closes.
All right.
Okay, if Hector asks, this was already open when I
Yes,
did.
exactly.
Okay, come over this side. Do not be in the way. And I'm going to use my crowbar to try and jimmy this thing over. Would I still be raging? Because it lasts for a minute since I started.
I'd say it's been more than a minute at this point. The raging's worn off.
Alright, so I'll just do a regular old strength check then, is it?
Yep.
Or can I use athletics?
Athletics will be fine.
Oh, hold on. Okay. Too late.
Do you want to do something as well, Michelle?
Yes. I wanted
What
to
do you want
cast
to do?
Bull's Strength. So you get advantage on your strength.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just gonna say I did it. We can.
There you go.
Hey.
All right. Describe how you peel the lid of this sarcophagus off.
Like super quietly.
Alright, Veraciel overdoes it a little bit. She, like, you know, goes to, like, jam the crowbar into the space in the coffin lid, but actually misses. And smashes a hole in the coffin lid just by fucking jamming it, like, with the crowbar, like, super fucking hard. It's like, oh, well. Okay, then, and just, like, puts a hand in the hole she's made and just hoists the whole lid off.
Alright. The lid thuds off. I mean, it's a large stone lid. It's not going to be a very quiet way to pull it off.
Don't worry about it. He's got the metal bucket unsettled at the time. Probably come up here.
Oh no.
Inside is a corpse, as sarcophaguses tend to have. It's withered and decayed. It doesn't look too old though. Maybe it's only been here for a few months, all things considered. There's like a white sort of burial gown that's, well, not very white anymore. Other assorted bits and pieces of like jewelry that's been laid around. Looks like that there's a staff with a holy symbol of Zakarum on it that he's holding onto his chest. You can see that he's also got like a just assorted burial stuff, really.
Burial booty.
Does
Burial
he look,
booty indeed.
Does he look anything like the leader that we met in Stoney Downs?
Yes, he does.
Does he look like the same person?
It looks like him, except he's been dead for a few months.
I just point and I'm like, look, it's the guy.
Okay, well, we will tell Hector in a moment, but first of all,
We take his stuff.
Let's just have a look. Maybe some of it is magical. Does anything feel magical?
The entire area seems like it sort of has a dull magical sensation to it. None of the items look particularly magical. It just looks like a standard burial attire.
Rassio is just going to start touching shit to see if it continues.
Okay. Can you do an investigation roll as well, please?
Oh, both of us?
Oh yeah, both of you. I'll get you to do them. You can go to another one.
Oh, okay, well, there you go.
Hey.
Cool. So
I was doing a little dance. Let's take stuff. And it helps really with the process of finding things.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
And specifically, markings and runes on the sarcophagus are Zakarum runes. As you get down lower, beneath where the wooden sort of walkways are, and it's only really visible now due to the fact the coffin had got thrown off and crashed through the wood, you can see that there are other symbols that have been etched in very recently. Infernal etchings that seem to be maintaining a enchantment on the sarcophagus.
Oh. Do we know what they say?
So because you both can read Infernal, can't you? I think
so.
everyone can read Infernal, can't they?
Yeah.
It's typical like spell nonsense, so it's like quite vague, but it looks like it's calling upon the guise of those who dwell within, and then blessing or bestowing it upon another.
Do you think if we fuck these up, then he will stop looking like that?
I do not know. Look, I think this is maybe not our. I don't know. I don't know what these do. The magic is your special. You tell me.
I mean, that's what I think. We could take the guy out of the box, or we could scrap out the runes.
Maybe before anything, maybe we get Hector and Marquis and I guess maybe the old man. I've knocked him out, but into one blast.
He could stay on the outside. That's fine. What if we put him in the box?
Oh,
So-
God, that would be so funny.
I want to.
And
I want to.
A quick note as well. You see that the spell or the enchantment and like what the inscriptions say, they refer to lightning quite a bit, or like an embodiment of lightning as the recipient of the current spell.
Okay.
So like, again, sort of using vague language, but it's like the blessing of this form will be given unto the body of lightning. Something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Where the hell are my languages on my character sheet, by the way? I cannot find.
I think the first like thing.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, sorry, I found it.
Do you think
Okay.
the guy in the town is the same as the guy who was floating just a little bit ago? It's lightning.
Maybe I don't think so necessarily. I think we will find out when we go back to town. Look, I'm going to. wait here, okay? Look at the man.
Did we
I'm
steal the
going to-
things yet? Did we take any cool stuff?
I don't think there was anything particularly magical in there, was there?
Okay.
There's not. It's just burial stuff. You could raid the tomb if you want, but
Okay.
Alright, so Raziel reopens the door. Hector, Maki, we found something that you should see that was definitely already open when we found it.
You can't tell them that like that. They will suspect you.
Oh yeah, okay. We found something that you should see. That you should see. And I guess maybe bring the old man before he wakes up and makes more trouble.
I'm going to put him in the box. I want to do it. Can we do it?
He turns around, starts marching towards the house. He says,
So-
"What?"
So is he just ignoring Malky the entire time? He was trying to calm him down.
He had stopped. He had stopped. He gave no sort of, reciprocal acknowledgement, but it probably helped.
Other than stopping him. Okay.
Yeah.
Good enough. Good enough for Malky.
So he marches over. I get the door's open.
Yeah.
The door's open.
She reopened
He
it.
walks in. He says, "What is it?"
Hello,
What have you
welcome.
found?
We found a dead person box. There's a dead person in it. Look at his face.
While this is happening, Raziel goes and gets
Old man.
Gets up.
Hmm.
She goes over and she picks him up and carries him back.
Unless I am crazy. This guy looks exactly like that guy we met in the town. And these runes right here on this box, they say, make the guy, whoever, lightning man, look like whoever was in this box, or something like that, you know.
I'll double check for the exact pronunciation.
It's very suspicious, is all I'm saying. I think, we already saw that guy. He was kind of weird and creepy, and I think he's a big faker.
Then there is no need for inspection. We shall burn the coffin in righteous fire.
Why?
Stand aside.
No. Why?
No, I think maybe he is onto
To
something. If you break-
cremate the corpse, of course. It
I mean,
must be blessed by the fires of heaven so that it will not raise as a mindless thrall.
Okay,
No, but
fair.
that is- no,
Do we need
whatever, that is-
do we need like proof though? I mean, I guess when the body. Oh my gosh.
Okay,
Go ahead.
I have like a theory. Maybe the body is in the coffin, and now the body is in the coffin with the wounds. Okay, maybe the wounds are like saying, "We will take your appearance, dead man, and put it on the lightning guy in town." So maybe
Yeah.
if we remove the body and break the runes, maybe it will break the spell on the man in town, and then we go into town and then we kill him.
Yes, Hector, what would sound better than proving that the false priest in town is in fact a false priest and smiting him in front of his false his false convents?
I also had another idea. What if we put your father in the box and then the guy in town looks like him? Wouldn't that be funny?
It would kind of give the game away that we know that he's a fake. It would be
Uh-huh.
funny, I will absolutely give you that. But if we want to get him by surprise, changing his appearance before we know might give away that we know.
Okay, well, maybe
Okay,
we should
so-
wake up the old man and see if he has calmed down now. First of all, maybe give him a chance to, look at the thing and know what is going on. Because if he's
Why?
going to cause trouble, I mean, he is going to cause trouble, but he might as well cause trouble that we know he is going to make.
But why?
Okay, well, we put him in the box instead. I mean, that's a good plan too.
I don't know the best way to go about this, because he's obviously a fake, so I don't know if we take the guy out of the box, or we ruin the runes on the box, or how
I,
do...
I think we do what Hector wants to do, because look, Hector has been having a bad day. Look at poor Hector. He's very upset under his helmet there. We can burn the body, then we break the coffin, and then we go into town. And then we just see what has happened. Maybe nothing has happened, and then maybe we just have to kill the man. I
okay.
don't think any of us like him very much anyway.
Now he was a dick. Although you were a dick too. She kind of waves her finger at Hector.
I was what?
A dick.
Inconceivable.
Just
I
burn,
do only what is right and just.
Just burn this guy already. Have fun.
He steps forward in front of the coffin. And then he, do you want me to roll for anything, May?
it's an inanimate object, so you don't have to roll.
Okay.
It can just happen.
overcome the constitution of the corpse.
So he casts his sacred flame into the coffin and bathes the corpse in radiant fire. Whether or not that would actually burn it, I'm not sure the nature of the runes, but that is what he does.
If it doesn't light, then Navari will just like kind of lean over and tap the corpse and set it on fire with ignite.
Both would indeed set it alight. The radiant fire sort of burns away at the decaying flesh and the burial garb, and then does smolder and catch fire. And indeed, the wood around it also will start to smolder and catch fire in a similar way. This is leading to a slight problem, because the outdoors have been burning for some time, and there is flammable equipment or flammable items around in the form of other barrels of tar and heavy spirits and those sorts of things. So you definitely don't want to be here for too long. There is a little bit of a fire hazard brewing, so to speak.
Okay. Well, Raziel's still clutching her crowbar. Is going to quickly try and like smash out some of the runes, and then she's, because she's mostly she's resistant to fire damage.
Yeah.
So she's just going to give it a big whack to try and break the sequence of the runes.
Hey you guys, do we want to let this village just burn, or do we want to put the fire out?
I mean, this isn't really a village; it's more of a camp, and honestly,
The
it's
question
surrounded by
stands.
cliffs.
Who is going to move here? More of those little weird things, the bad things. And I don't like them very much. Don't give
There's
them
a
those
forest,
back.
like right over there.
It is not our forest. It is not
She
our
goes ahead and like walks outside and kind of sadly starts putting out the fires. So you can just like control flame, put out fires 5 foot by 5 foot. I'm sorry.
Poor fire.
Yeah, does smash on the runes, does she smash out a section of the rune or anything?
Yeah, I mean, they're not like protected by any magical means. It's just stone, and relatively, as far as stones go, not a particularly hard stone at that. So you can break off chunks quite easily with your size and strength.
Perfect. All right.
Before this whole fire fiasco takes place, would it be possible for Malkis to commit the runes to memory?
Sure. Yes.
All right.
What's happening with Vash? What's happening with Artemis as he's unconscious?
Well, after getting the runes and they start lighting it on fire, Malkis will go out and take one of the many bottles of alcohol stashed away on his father, uncork it, and kind of like pour it on his face, try to wake him up.
Didn't Varaciel pick him up, like shoulder him?
Yeah, but it'll put him back down.
Okay.
Wakey, wakey, father. It's time to walk. No one wants to carry you.
Vash, we need you.
But I'm dead.
You're not dead. You're unconscious.
I'm dead.
You're getting liquor splashed in your face. You're waking up. Sorry.
Look, a beautiful
am I-
naked woman. Look.
Am I am I actually waking up, Meg? Do I have to roll for
Yes,
that?
you're waking up. You don't have to roll.
All right. I know it's not what happens, but I'm just imagining fucking Malky like pouring hard liquor on his face, and then an ember lands on his face.
Oh no.
That's got to be a high proof.
So like,
Yeah.
as the liquor's getting poured on his face, he almost instinctively opens up his mouth and is like, yes, more.
Yeah, and as he's like starts gulping, Malkis holds the bottle up, puts the cork back in, and drops it on his nose.
And he is knocked back out. No, I'm just kidding.
Are you awake now? Are you ready to go?
And Artemis kind of shoots up and he goes, no, I was just attacked. And he starts waving his crossbow everywhere wildly.
It's okay, we found the assailant. There was one fallen left. It's gone now.
And he goes, oh, they must have been mighty to take down me.
Yes, clearly.
Oh yes, they were huge and strong and beautiful.
Very beautiful.
I can
Beautiful?
attest they were all of these things.
Artemis nods his head and he goes, all right, well, where's the body?
We lit it on fire and
It's
threw it in
on
a coffin.
fire.
We didn't want to risk it coming back to life like the other ones.
Is that why Hector isn't with you?
Yes.
Was he
Hector's
the
lighting on
beautiful
fire
lady?
right now.
No, he's taking care of the body.
Ah,
Speaking of which, is the body gone? The runes are gone. It's just dead.
Yeah.
Artemis just nods and goes,
during the conversation, then he steps back out of the hut or whatever this is, the structure.
right as he does, Artemis just nods and goes, well, I'm happy he's finally participating in those Goatman rituals he signed up for, and then chuckles and starts walking away.
What?
he just keeps on walking.
What sort of infernal rituals are you participating in?
It's fine, Hector. He's just trying to get your goat.
Goat? What goat is he getting, Marquis?
Artemis is just trying so hard not to laugh as he's walking.
I
It
love
was,
Hector.
it, was, it,
He's
it, was
my
a turn,
favorite.
it was a turn of phrase. He's just being an asshole. You didn't. There's no goat ritual. You're fine.
Artemis nods at Marquis and he goes, yeah, you don't want to herd him to the wrong conclusions, Marquis.
The goat puns aren't what we're working on him. So, Marquis' assurance that no funny business was going on seems to have simmered him down.
Okay, well, that's that. Are we going?
And he asks, "Is there aught else to do here?"
No, pretty much, we are done.
Believe Navari stopped some of the fires so they don't claim the wildlife. Other than that, I believe everything else tainted is either on fire or been stabbed multiple times. So
All right. Well, with that, and heading back to town you do. So I was going to say, would that be a good place to pause there, since we've been going for 2.5 hours? It's our first one back, so we've got, getting back in the swing of things. What does everyone feel?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Sick. All right.
Alright.
I will also mention, after this, you have all achieved level 5, so you are free to level up as you wish.
I have a question for you, actually.
Sure.
Can I change my subclass?
Sure.
Because I'm not really using my Path of the Beast actions, at all. They're not really beneficial to me, and I'm kind of thinking I might change to Storm Herald
Yep.
to get a fire aura so I can match with Nefari.
Yeah, that
Oh my
sounds
god,
cool.
twinsies.
Twinsies!
Sounds good to me.
Get ready for your beautiful priestess. It's coming
Yeah, we're just
soon.
gonna take this old man to the nearest bar, leave him with we're gonna open a tab, put 100 gold in it, and just leave him there.
And you're going to get the hottest rat priestess in the underworld.
Rat.
What
Oh
do
my
you
God.
mean rat priestess? I'm
Like
curious.
have you see Skaven? Just imagine a Skaven but with a bra, because animal boobs.
I should get the fucking Skaven pin-ups that I was linking a month
Yeah.
ago.
no, no.
Skaven pinup priestess, and she's
Oh
gonna
my
think
God.
she's just big knockers with gorgeous
Oh,
blonde
God.
hair, and she's just gonna be there, and she's gonna think she's the hottest thing ever.
I can't wait to see what Hector does to it.
She's gonna flirt with Hector. Will you be my cheese pop?
And so Vash dies a second time.
Yeah.
And so Madge dies the second time. His new character. A pirate that's allergic to water.
God.
Excellent. Perfect.
Isn't that the character you're already playing?
No? A pirate that's allergic to water? That's bad.
So anyhow,
So anyhow,
Anyway,
that's
Well,
that, I guess.
that's plus
That's
one
that
shot.
indeed.
Thank you.
And that's everyone. Thank you for
When will we be back?
joining. I will put together a at the same app that I used before, and I'll figure out when everyone's time is that they're free.
Alright.
Do we want to be trying to do it weekly or fortnightly? What works best for everyone?
Fortnite.
Fortnightly.
Oh my god. Fortnite card.
Bi-weekly worked for me.
Can you call it a fortnight, please?
Every 2 weeks.
Alright.
Bi-weekly, yeah.
It's a fortnight.
Bi-weekly actually means twice a week and every other week.
That's why it's once a fortnight.
No one says that in America. I'm really sorry.
Wait,
America
I
is
thought it was
wrong.
semi-weekly for twice a week, wasn't it?
It's actually both. It's weird, right?
Huh.
But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Theoretically, we'll be back in 2 weeks. Maybe more.
Theoretically,
maybe
we will.
less. Who knows?
And I'd still want to try and run some of the one-off campaign sessions to get some backstory for everyone at some point. They are ready and raring to go, or at least most of them are.
All right.
I'm ready for mine whenever.
Yeah, boy.
Well,
All right.
take us away.
Well, in that case, goodbye. Turn the stream off so we can say naughty things.
We can say naughty things with the stream.
Uh,
Goodbye.
Damn balls.
Damn balls indeed.